Welcome back to the Hit Stick. My name's Todd. This is Scott and Josh. We just finished up preseason week 3, where we you know, just edged out a good win against the Chiefs, even though it was preseason. Still a good win. So, how you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you guys?
Before we even dive into that, I need to talk about how bad the NFL is to its fans. This is a preseason game, boys. It's the last preseason game of the year. It's on Fox, which is supposed to be a national televised type situation. You should be able to kind of watch it. It was not streamed anywhere. You could not find the game on any streaming platform unless you had a Fubo account, which is like 60 some dollars a year, or if you had like, I don't even think it was on YouTube Plus or Premium, whatever the hell that's called. NFL Sunday Ticket hasn't started yet. We pay for NFL Plus, which is $16.99 a month, mind you, and we know we're not getting all the games, but to have a local preseason game not televised on NFL Plus, go fuck yourselves. Like, you constantly do this year after year after year with the fans. And now we're talking about having the Super Bowl in England or some shit like that. Bro, if this happens, you're going to lose every NFL fan in this country. This will be worldwide. Like, I will fight in the war against England. And I'll use a musket, bro. I don't even give a shit. Like 1776 style. We fought a Revolutionary War for this not to happen, but the NFL they hate us. They absolutely hate us, and I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out with that as well and say, man, the fact that we can't that we have to have so many different streaming avenues to try to watch our favorite teams is just outrageous. I mean, I gotta go to you know wherever it is, Paramount Plus, and then you gotta have Prime, and then you gotta have ESPN, and you gotta have all these different things. And I know like people will say, well, why don't you just have YouTube TV and go that route with it? Well, YouTube TV is $80 a month. That's just crazy. Like, just
That's
give
what
me.
cable is.
And some people don't watch all these other teams. I'm just wanting to watch the Bears, man. If I just want to watch the Bears, there should be a local price that I can just, NFL Plus, just give me that price and let me watch the games, just the Bears games. I don't care about all the other games, dude. I just
Right.
want to watch
If
the
there are
Bears
other games
games.
are blacked out off NFL Plus, I don't need to watch them. I don't give a shit. But if locally I'm paying for that and they see that as a streamer, why am I not getting my game on NFL Plus?
Yeah. Yep. No, I agree with that.
Yeah,
That's
they
it's
need to they need to make it to where all markets can watch it, regardless of where you live. If you pay for it, you should be able to watch it. Dude,
right.
come on.
Mhm.
I mean, we have to
Yeah.
pay separate. Internet and cable are two separate identities now.
Uh-huh.
Like, they used to be kind of one thing, and cable was affordable. If you have high-speed internet, like I know me and Todd do, I cannot afford the cable bill on top of that. My internet bill's damn near $130 a month
Yep.
because I have an insane gig amount, like gig bytes coming out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I looked
yeah.
up TV too because I decided to do the YouTube TV with Sunday
Mm.
Ticket, but only because it's slightly cheaper than cable, and I just really wanted to watch obviously the games. But man, that's just too expensive for a lot of people, and even for me, it's reaching. But I really want to see them, but at the same time, it's like they got to do something else where I can just watch Bears games without having to struggle to pay for it. It's just
I
crazy to
just
me.
want to watch football. Why
Yeah.
isn't there just an app that could just be like, here's the NFL games, $30 a month. That's the only thing you're allowed to watch. Boom, I'd pay that a fucking heartbeat.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that just goes to tell you that the NFL, dude, they don't care. They just want the bottom dollar, and that's all they really care about, man. They
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about us,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you
they've
got
proved they don't give a
you
shit about
know.
it.
yeah. You got NFL Plus. Why not just do NFL Premium and it's just that, just $40 a month. There you go. You get the games. Obviously, if they'd have to localize it. Would have to be you could watch all Bears games regardless of out of state or anything like that. That's because
Right,
you're local. You're in Chicago, so you get those no matter what. And the other
right.
games, some you may not get just because of based on location. I would understand that, but as long as I get my Bears games, I don't really give a fuck. You
But
know,
because it's all contracted by TV stations now, and they run the league, like if it's on Fox, if it's on CBS, if it's on NBC, if it's on ESPN, like they can't have one platform because this is what we've done
they
to
negotiated. Yep.
sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we've done to
You know
sports.
why? Because
Believe it.
everybody wants a piece of the pie, man. They all want a
Oh
piece
yeah.
of it.
Yeah. This is a giant. You definitely want your you know, you're squeezing some money out of that.
Yeah,
So
they're going to squeeze every dollar that they could possibly squeeze out of it, dude.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm just sorry to start off, but I can't believe that a preseason game isn't streamed to its
Yeah.
local audience. Is just it blew my mind. I was so mad on Friday. Oof. Josh knows.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Yeah.
So I would like to reach out and say congratulations to Tyson Bagent for getting his contract extension. It's well deserved, and he even put you know, the cap on it by by doing that game-winning drive. So I mean, that was tremendous, man. He's got to be the happiest guy on earth right now. Um, you know, from where he came from, and then to now be where he's at is awesome to see.
How do you feel about it?
How I feel about it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm over the moon about it. Cause I really, like we talked about, man, I really did not think he was gonna be here beyond this year. I thought that this would be it, you know. But now, obviously, we're gonna be around for what, 3 more years, you know, total. So,
It solidifies
fuck
him being
yeah,
on the
let's
team
go,
one
dude.
time.
What?
It solidifies him staying on the team for the next
Oh
3
yeah,
years.
Yeah.
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 And at least now we know we have a serviceable backup at the very least, you know.
Yeah, and
So,
if this ship starts to go, you know, to sink with Caleb, I don't believe it truly will, but you never know, things happen. So, but you know, if it starts to really go downhill with him, I would imagine by next year you're probably going to see Tyson probably start. Not that I believe that that's going to happen, but that's the thing with giving him that extension is that like you got another guy behind him pushing him to be better because if he's not, he's going to take your spot because Tyson's proved that he can play. So
And I think there's even more to that. It's like I think we have to start looking at how short is Caleb's leash to Ben Johnson. We don't know,
no, we don't.
and we don't. We don't have a clue. He had a terrible year last year, obviously. Um, if there's a certain situational point in the game where you need to pull Caleb out and you now have a solidified backup that could prove that he could come down the field and win a football game late in the game. Yes, it's against their third stringers and shit like that, but so what? Like these are still NFL players. People forget that. Whether you play
Yeah,
second string, third string, there's a reason that they're in the NFL and not, selling health insurance somewhere.
yeah, I'm really tired of the narrative of the third and fourth stringers or whatever. These guys are fighting for their job. You don't think they're trying their damn hardest? And not only that, like as a QB, you still have to go out there and execute. Like it ain't just
Right.
like, oh, this guy's wide open every single play. No, Walker had guys on him almost the entire game, and he was catching the damn ball, sideline toe taps and catching the game winner. I mean, the guy was right there. Had he gone a millisecond faster, that ball's hitting him in that back of the defender back of the helmet. Like, I mean, it is what it is, dude. He's making the plays. That's what counts. It doesn't matter who it's against. So,
Some of
uh,
it's luck.
yeah, I mean, it is. The timing has to be
I
Some of
totally
mean,
it's
there.
all luck.
I mean, as long as you're able to show it on the football field, I feel like, dude, then you did your job. I feel like as long as you show, regardless of who it could be against. I mean, Todd's grandma. As long as he does it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah. There's something to say about getting the job done than
Yeah,
just
just
going
do
out there
it.
and throwing a snap. Because we've seen many backups in the NFL just go out there and try to rekindle a flame, and it's impossible. This is one of the hardest sports to do that in. Maybe MLB as a bullpen pitcher, but again, that's a one-on-one situation. So this is 11 on 11, which makes it that much harder.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And just to back up those stats, like Tyson Bagent finished. I have it here. Well, that game. So let's if we want to just stay on Bagent for a second. the second half, he went 20 for 28, 219 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's regular. That's like a starter
Yeah.
against a good team.
No,
Like you
yeah.
can't ask for a better performance than that.
Yeah.
That's all that tells me is he's consistent, dude. Every time he's out there, he's always consistent every time.
I mean,
So for the real quick time for just to
yeah,
finish up the stats for the entire preseason, he's got a passer rating of 124.7, 66%
Wow.
completion rating, 511 yards, 5 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
One pick, yeah.
mhm,
Damn.
yeah,
How many yards? How many yards is
511.
that?
5'11".
5'11" in 3
Yeah.
games. That's not bad, boys.
The
No.
3 games, not only that, like one game because he played 2 halves
Yeah, it
basically in
that's
2 games.
yeah, and it wasn't even like a full game. It was like chopped up, so it's not even like
Right.
it wasn't like a full game where he got warm in the first half and then he was like good, you know what I mean, through the second half type thing. It was like, you know, you're playing the second half and a quarter here, you know, and things like that. So it's all over the place, and that's damn good for, you know, just getting in there. I would beg to say that he's probably the best second string QB in the league. Um, I would push for that, dude. He could be a starter. That's how good he is.
You're gonna
I'm so,
piss off a lot of Shoulder Sander fans.
hey,
He hasn't
hey,
done nothing yet, though, Scott. He
yeah,
hasn't done nothing.
he's
So,
unproven.
I
I mean,
mean,
No, but he's out there bitching.
yeah,
we've seen what Tyson can do. We've seen his body of work.
yeah.
He said he got unfair treatment because he didn't play against the starters.
Well,
Then you
he's-
tell
he
the
hasn't-
guys to stay patient.
you know, he hasn't earned that yet either, though.
Right.
You know, what was
Bajan didn't either.
didn't he get drafted the 6th round this year or some shit like
Yes,
that?
some bullshit
It,
like
it
that.
was
It was
it was
late as hell. He's supposed to be
yeah, it
a
was
first
late.
rounder.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't. It is what it is, you know. Um,
6th rounder. He's lucky he's on the fucking practice squad. I mean, come on.
I mean, Tom Brady was a 6th rounder, so we gotta watch our mouths.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
You never know in this league.
You never know where
Yeah.
they come from. Yeah, absolutely. Diamonds are in the rough everywhere. You know.
Tony Romo
That's
was
why-
undrafted.
That's why I think
Yeah.
the Tyson story is so cool, man, because he came from a D2 school from Shepherd, dude. Nobody knows who the fuck Shepherd even is.
I don't even know where it is.
Right.
Like,
I think it's in Virginia. I want to say it's in
yeah,
Virginia.
yeah, it's
I'm not-
Virginia. Yeah, it's Virginia, bro. All right,
that's
man.
great.
Well, let's see what else we got going on the docket, man.
Well, I mean, let's go right back into this KC game.
Yeah, yeah. Man, that left tackle position worries the shit out of me, dude. It is.
It might.
I'm sure. I mean, I
It
sent you
might
guys
be-
both the videos. It's rough. It's
Yeah.
it's rough, man.
It may be a worse position on the football team, dude. The worst. It really
Yeah.
might be.
Well, like I said before, man. I think that it could probably be the worst, but your edge worries me more, just because you need to get pressure with the left tackle. You can kind of, like I said, chip. You have the running back chip before he goes out for a pass or anything like. You can kind of help with the left tackle a little bit. Obviously, it messes with your play calling, but with edge, if you're not getting pressure, they're going to torch your defense, which we saw plain as
A
day.
left tackle should not be chipping. A left tackle should be completely covering the quarterback's blind side.
No, I'm talking about like having help chipping with that left tackle. I'm saying like have a tight end over there. You don't want to do that, but I'm saying you can do that with an edge. You can't do that. There is no help. I mean, obviously you can blitz, but that's what you're not trying. You're not trying to do that either. But I would say you need pressure more than you do. You know, I don't know. I feel like I would prefer an edge over left tackle because they're both really needed. But yeah,
Those first 3 drives by Caleb, I don't think was anything to do with Braxton Jones's fault. In all honesty, if you go back and look at the plays, he had enough time in the pocket when he took that sack. He had enough time in the pocket to make a few different throws. I think he went back to Caleb holding the football for too long. He was looking at targets downfield. Kansas City has a great defense, and he didn't see that at all this year because they had their starters out there. So the wide receivers were blanketed. The tight ends were covered by the middle linebackers. He had nowhere to throw the football. And at that situation, though, he needed to step up. You step up into the pocket, and then you throw your check down. It was too late a decision. He tried to step up a few times, way too late, and yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
he held on to the football on that play for 5.9 seconds.
see, see,
That's way too. You gotta get 3 seconds balls out. Dude. What are we doing? 5.9. That's not gonna cut it.
Well, if those guys are covered, which I'm guessing they were, which we both can't, none of us see the all 22. We don't really truly know, but that's what I've heard is that most of the receivers were covered. So, and with that being said, my thought is like, okay, so let's say you read through 1, 2, 3. That's 3 seconds right there. You've read through three of your picks, three of your receivers, and they're all basically blanketed. Why don't you just run? Why aren't we just running? Why? Like
right.
you've already gone through your progressions. You know what I mean? And then maybe he stepped up and kind of ran himself into that sack, but you got to be more careful than that, dude. You know what I mean? Like you
He
should
was
be.
so late to step up and run himself in that sack. He could have ran
Yeah,
a lot earlier.
Yeah, if
yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
covered, take off and go, man. If everybody's
yeah,
covered up, go.
yeah. You got to read. Maybe get to your fourth, maybe, but like I don't know. I felt like he ran himself into that sack is what it looked like to me. I think he was thinking of running, obviously, but he ran right into the guard, and the guy,
Yeah.
that was it, you know.
And I thought we
So
were trying to talk about Caleb trying to like move out of the pocket a little bit more to give himself more, and I didn't see any of that.
I think a lot of this game plan, dude, very vanilla. I've seen a lot of man. It felt very vanilla to me. That's just my opinion. I didn't see anything. Like the last game, it felt like they designed more shit for him to throw down the field, and it felt like they ran the ball quite a bit this game. It like I don't know if it was to give the running backs better looks, but yeah,
Well, Ben Johnson said that there was no scheming to this game. There was set plays like it has been all preseason,
okay,
regardless that starters were playing. There was no scheme developed. It was just an automatic set list of plays that were predetermined before the game.
okay, all right. Well,
So if that means anything,
well then
that's
those,
what we saw.
yeah,
At least.
yeah,
All that tells me is they're just gonna keep it basic and don't show anything and keep it,
yeah,
keep everything
yeah.
tight to the best. Let's not put anything out there that's taped we don't want no one to see, that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, they definitely ran the ball a hell of a lot more than they have all preseason, though. That was a heavy dose of run. From what I observed, it felt like they were running the ball quite a bit.
I think that
I,
was more for the offensive line.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I felt in the last two games, that's what I was thinking too, is the run blocking was just not good in the last two preseason games, and in this one, it was a little better. They were getting. I don't know. I didn't write down like what the average yards per play was as far as runs go, but it definitely looked a little better. It looked like they were getting 4 yards, 5 yards. They weren't really getting stonewalled in the backfield too much. So I guess if it's working, you still kind of try and go with it to help the offensive linemen getting their run blocking down. Um, but
Those
yeah,
first games, they were definitely stuffed in the backfield on the run.
yeah, some of them were. I'm not gonna say all of it. I'm not saying all of it, but I mean like I think
Against the starters, I don't think we got an average of 3 yards.
probably not.
If
Yeah,
we did, it's pretty close to 3 or maybe just under 3.
Maybe
yeah,
because Swift had the 14-yard hurdle, like that got us a little chunk, but
Yeah, that
yeah.
was
was
that
like
even
3 point,
starters? I think that was like
3.1.
drive 4. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it was the third. I think it was the third drive, maybe. Maybe.
So that would be against the Stars. They took this Kansas City took the Stars out when we had that touchdown drive.
Right.
Yeah, I want to say.
But again, that looks terrible. If you're trying to then run the football more because we saw the quick passes that he did last week, and you can't solidify a run game, you can't this is the blocking is a major problem right now on this team. Whether it comes from special teams, whether it comes from the offensive line, whether it comes from positional players, blocking is a major concern.
I
Yeah.
would say blocking, and I want to add, we don't fire off the ball at all. Nobody fires out. Nobody gets 3 yards back. They're all coming back towards us. It's like, no, we have to fire out on them, dude. Like I don't know what we're doing, but we need to change it up quick because this ain't gonna cut it, boys.
I
Minnesota's
agree.
coming. They're coming in what 2 weeks? We gotta be
Yep.
ready, man. I mean,
Yep. We got 2 weeks. And
so we
and
It's in
gotta.
Minnesota, right?
what?
What's
It's
that?
in Minnesota, or is it at home?
It's at home.
It's at home. Okay.
Yep.
Soldier Field. Yeah.
Yep. Uh, yeah. With that being said, I mean their defense is going to be a whole lot more. Minnesota's the defensive coordinator over there knows what he's doing, so that's going to be a whole different challenge. But I kind of want to leave Minnesota's stuff alone until next week. That gives us something to talk about
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there. So, uh, well, that's
Our
what
defense is playing.
I.
We got like you got us. We got to stick with the Kansas City game right now.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, man, the defense. I think a lack of pressure there is not. You got to do something about that. Without the zero pressure is horrible. Um, Sweat really ain't causing any pressure. I don't know if he's making a business decision because it's not a real game, so he's not really
He
trying his
better
hardest.
not
But he
be.
wasn't.
He,
But he
he
wasn't
better
getting very
not be.
close. I'm just saying it was rough to watch the D line. I kind of paid attention to them as well, and it just felt like you just weren't getting home, especially on Mahomes. It was not not good, man. Um,
Sweat had a breakout year, and we overpaid him. That's what happened. I don't think he's gonna ever live to that again.
I give him what,
Please prove
98
me wrong.
million?
uh,
How much, Josh?
yeah,
Or, well, yeah, but I feel like he'd be a little bit better if they was to have somebody the opposite side of him, dude. Right now, he's the only guy on the team that anybody's scared about. They're not afraid of anybody else on the other side. They're like, yeah, whatever, dude. You ain't gonna do nothing. They already know. They know.
So then Dennis Allen's got to blitz scheme the other side or do something because he's gonna
Yeah.
be double teamed.
But
yeah.
they gotta.
I didn't pay attention to the double teams or anything like that, so I don't know if he even got double teamed, bro. I'm just saying, like,
I
he
don't
might
know
be
either. I didn't look at that.
from the couple plays that I've seen. He was just getting stopped by the tackle. I'm just like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on, man? Again, that could just be him. I don't know, taking it easy because it's not, the regular season. So I
I
don't know.
don't know, man. I saw that same effort with him at the end of last year. I understand that we were completely out of it, but
Well,
it's just
maybe he's thinking the same thing last season. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm not going to use up any of my energy on something I know that's not going to work. I don't, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you do need to go after an edge, even with Sweat here, because hypothetically, like, let's say you did make a move and you go through this year and Sweat doesn't do anything, even with another guy next to him, on the other side of him. I'm saying, then you might want to move him. You might want to get rid of Sweat then. You know what I mean? Because if
yeah.
he's not doing his job, you know what I'm saying, then why is he here?
Well,
So
we're not going to get a guy like Micah Parsons and sign him for a $500 million contract, or like and have to pay Sweat to do absolutely nothing. Like that's not going to happen.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
You know,
I think, and I'm worried about too, is because of the lack of talent on that edge. See, now you're asking our corners to hold up for what, 3-4 seconds? Like, see, they're not going to hold up that long. Somebody has
no.
to get home to fucking make the corner's job easier. Otherwise, we're going to have a long day trying to play all that man coverage and trying to cover for 5 seconds every play.
How bad were the corners in that game, Josh?
What's that?
How bad were the corners on Friday?
Oh, they were bad. They were bad. They were getting beat deep, man. They were getting beat deep, and that's one thing I was on the side. I was bitching that I don't want to see them get fucking beat deep. So what the fuck were we seeing?
They lost every
over
one-on-one battle I saw.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
they did. They
my
did.
dealio with that though, man, is that what I'm pissed off about is where the fuck was the safety help at? Aren't safety
They were
supposed
standing
to
in the middle of the field.
where?
They never went to the outside one time. Where were they?
Yeah,
Every
I
play
don't
you see, they're
understand.
still in between the hash marks.
Yeah,
I don't understand why the hell they got a safety in the middle, but they won't put two safeties over the top. I don't understand that.
yeah,
They
I don't know.
stood there. They just stood there. They were like fans on the field watching the play. Be like, oh, there goes the ball. Like,
Yeah. And they're
I've
over here
never
fucking
seen
center
anything like
field.
that.
Yeah,
Could
and I
this
don't
be with this corner problem though? Could this be an actual Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon effect that they actually do have on the league? Are we Do we actually have two of the top corners in football that without them on the field, you're watching what happens?
It very well could
Well,
be.
that
It's hard
that
to
too,
say.
but
I know for a fact. So I like Gordon. Jalen Johnson has to prove a little bit more to me, man. I'm sorry, but the dude doesn't have a lot of picks. You re-signed him. I get it. No one really throws to his side, but maybe that's the cause of him not getting a lot of picks because he doesn't get a lot of attention. But
Right.
man, he still has to prove some stuff to me in order for me to be like he's a top tier corner. Um,
He has not
so
taken a snap in this offseason at all, by the way.
no, I know that's why it's hard to even say what's going to happen in the regular season now because you haven't seen him playing press man before. Like I don't know I don't know how that's going to work. Now I've
I
seen.
You
I
think he's
hope he
going to chase
doesn't get.
around?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to
No, go
say
ahead,
that
Scott.
with Gordon, he's guarding the slot, so he's almost always in man. He's always guarding
Right.
the slot receiver, so Gordon I know can handle it. But these outside guys, I think that they played a lot of zone, so they stop in their zone, and safety covers or the linebackers take over when they cross over. So uh, I
Well,
don't
week
know.
one, you got Jalen Johnson against Justin Jefferson, and you expect him to just chase him around the field for 4 quarters? He
It,
hasn't played at all this preseason, if he even starts week one.
both of
And
them
if
might.
he does, do you just put him on Jefferson the entire game?
No, Jefferson may
No,
not
you
play
would have
either.
to. Yeah,
Oh,
Jefferson says is up in the
well, that
air.
might be big. That might
Yeah,
be big.
yeah. And then Jordan Addison's out too for the first 3 weeks, I believe, for substance abuse, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So
Yeah, you're
you
right.
know, they're down quite a bit right now. So
Okay, so that could actually help Jalen. This could be if he doesn't have to chase Justin around the field, then there's a good chance that this is almost like a development game to kind of get back in the field of football.
yeah,
But again, these games count now, which pisses me off. We've gotten to this point.
yeah. I don't know what they're gonna
Okay,
do when they like. So you got Justin Jefferson, which is a problem if he is playing, and then you got to
Right.
go the following week. We have Detroit, and then you're gonna have to go against Jamison Williams, who's one of the fastest receivers in the league too. So
Yeah.
good luck guarding that. I mean,
Yeah.
so we'll see how this man's gonna work. It's all just I think that if you're not getting home, like we were talking about with the edges and getting pressure, man, I don't see you being able to. You can't. How are you gonna play man if you can't get pressure? Pressure. It's predicated on pressure, dude. You have to get
our
home.
defense is going to be giving
So
up 34 points a game because we're going to get beat fucking 4 times on the field with 40 yards a clip.
Right. Right. And
yeah,
Stevenson's one of our fastest DBs, and he got his ass burned on Friday.
Oh, he did.
Like,
I'm not a big
and that
Stevenson
he had him
fan.
like 10
Not a big
yards.
fan.
yeah. So man, that's definitely a sore spot. Uh,
I saw
man,
also zero awareness on the defense when it came to the linebacker position. Like, you want to talk about the front seven real quick? Like, we talked about no pass rush, no run defense. Patrick Mahomes basically was running around like a video game with a smile on his face against us. Absolutely insane. Big man number 99, what's his fucking name? He had his hands up in the air out there, be like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I can't catch him. And he's not even that fast. Like, Mahomes is not one of the fastest quarterbacks by far. And he's just just kind of circle, like, just, doing bobs and weaves, and everybody's just standing around. Where was Edmonds? Where was TJ? I didn't see our linebackers anywhere to even help cover anything over the middle of the field. Were they trying to play outside cover three? And I don't know. They were completely out of it. Bringing up Edmonds, he's now injured again. He's got a soft tissue injury, but he will play. This just slows this guy down even more. And
Yeah.
having our front seven, we need them. They were the fastest on the field last year. I don't think that's going to be even close to happening this year.
okay. Yeah, I don't. mm. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. There's a lot of needs that I feel like are gonna be. I don't know what you're gonna do. We're just gonna be playing this season out. Kind of what it feels like. It feels like we're not gonna make a move for Parsons, in my opinion. I don't think that they're gonna actually go after anybody of significance. I hear Zadarius Smith, I believe, is available to get, but like maybe they go after him for help. He had 9 sacks last year, so maybe that's just kind of like a sub in. I also heard about what the heck's dude's name? Cam Robinson is a left tackle that you could try and go
Yeah, I
get.
heard about that.
So it's
I think
it's
I think Cam Robinson would be your only viable move at this point. I mean, given where we are in training camp or whatever, it's 2 weeks out. I mean, you're not going to get anything else other than like a Cam Robinson at this point. I
They're
feel
not
like
going to pick up a left tackle until somebody gets injured.
no,
It's
you
not going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. I
they
think
won't.
where we are is where we are. I don't see any moves. I don't.
Right.
I just believe Poles is in the mindset of future, not now. I don't think he's ready to dedicate, assets as far as like 3 firsts go for Parsons. I just do not see that happening. It
Well, your
could.
head
Yeah,
coach completely disagrees with this. He quoted today saying, they could give us a number, but I'll show them something different. We're not here to be anyone's stepping stone. We're here to leave a mark. This season will be a statement that the entire NFL will remember. We'll prove that everyone who's underestimated the Bears will face the storm we bring. This is our time to rise. He's on a win now all mentality.
so why not go make a move and go get one of the best pass rushers in football? I mean, come on.
So from what I've heard so far, they've gotten offered 2 firsts, a second, and a fifth. I think is the biggest so far that I've heard of, which was from the Patriots.
Right.
Now, we've talked about this before. We obviously know it's basically 3 firsts at this point.
Right.
After
Josh, you
that,
agree with that, right? It's Micah Parsons.
it's 3 firsts.
It's going to be like the same trade that we gave Khalil Mack. It would have to be Dallas is going to want multiple firsts, probably three,
Yeah,
Let's
or
do it.
two firsts and like a DJ Moore that we
yeah,
brought up before.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't into it before, but I'm more into it. I'm more inclined to say yes to that kind of stuff now. Just knowing what we've seen, well, seeing what we've seen against the Chiefs, I feel like now it really solidifies that you need an edge. You absolutely need an edge, and he's young. It's not like going after Trey Hendrickson, like I said, you could go after, but obviously he signed for 14 million for 1 year, which I feel like is a complete moronic move. That's just my opinion.
Not for
But
him, it's not.
well, he could. I don't. Well, I guess for him, he's thinking that the Bengals will be, good this year and be able to make the
He'll get the
playoffs and stuff
1 year
like that.
contract and then get a
So,
5 year deal, right? Or not a 5 year, like a 3 year, 2 year deal after that.
well, the problem with that too for him is that he said Josh said he was 31. So now you go
Right.
another year. Now you're looking at 32. I mean, your money's not going up, dude. It's actually staying low or going down based on your age.
Well,
So
fuck it. Take the 14 million and walk away from the NFL. Then you played one season. Like, there's your retirement, homie. Like,
yeah, yeah. And I guess for the Bengals, they think, well, we should be able to compete this year. But anything can happen, I guess.
they say
For
that every fucking year. It's
Yeah,
so
and
crazy.
every year I feel like they're just not. Yeah, well, they were, they were good, but I feel like they kind of fell off, man. So
Yeah, defense. You got to have a defense, and I don't think Cincinnati has that. Also, their offense just can't click either most of the time.
yeah.
But
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
not.
what else we
go
got
ahead.
here, boy?
What's up,
Go
Josh?
ahead, Todd. No, I ain't got them. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. I think that at first I was definitely against the Parsons, but like the more I think about it, the more I'm wanting them to, but I just don't know if they're going to or not. I feel like it's
I
a
don't.
definite need. And I don't know if Jerry's willing to do it either. I mean, he turned down 2 firsts and a second. I mean, but I guess if you walk over there and you're like, hey man, we're gonna give you 3 firsts, a second, and a fourth. I mean, how do you say no to that?
What
I
about
mean,
Jalen?
I would even be willing to do that if you're going to say 2 seconds. But we talked about this already, though, as far as that goes. I mean, I doubt they're going to want another corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because they already
yeah.
got those two. They
The
got
corners right.
Bland. Yeah,
We
we
did
talked
that.
about that. Yeah, they got Bland and the other dude. So it's like you
Right.
already got two top-notch corners. You don't need to throw Jalen in there either.
They need like a DJ
Yeah.
Moore would be
They need
perfect because
DJ Moore. They need DJ Moore is what I would say. They would probably want. It would probably be like 2 firsts, DJ Moore, and maybe even like a fourth or fifth. You know.
Yeah, but we might need DJ Moore as a running back now because the Bears made an unbelievable roster cut and got rid of fucking Wheeler.
Yeah, I don't agree with
I
that
hated
move
I
at all.
hated that.
I don't
Yeah,
agree with that move.
I wish they would have gotten rid of Travis Homer and just kept Wheeler. That's just my opinion. I guess, from what I've heard too, is that he's just not that great at pass protection.
I
But
don't
that's
care. He
but
showed
that's
heart while he was running the football.
yeah. I feel like that's just something that he just needs to work on. So what? I mean, everybody
He
has
had
something to
torn
work on.
ACL last year. He wasn't able to even walk, and now like he showed in the preseason, if you give me the rock, I'm gonna get us where we need to go.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a terrible cut.
yeah. I believe
Yeah,
they're trying to get him to see if he'll pass waivers. So
Is he
he
on? He
might.
was waived or was he cut?
Oh yeah, he was waived.
he was waived
He was
Okay.
waived.
because they're trying to pull him back onto the practice squad again. But
But
I mean, go ahead,
but
Exactly.
let's
Josh.
be honest, he's not gonna make late waivers. That's once he's gone, dude. Somebody's gonna pick him up. Watch it be like Kansas City or fucking Green Bay, and watch they're gonna get a
Yeah,
steal. They're
yeah,
gonna get an
I think so
absolute
too.
steal.
He showed too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Right.
showed too much.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I'm just glad they did decide to you know, sit there and think about it and be like, you know what, Walker showed too much. We cannot allow this guy out of there, you know, because that dude showed a lot over this preseason.
Oh yeah.
So I love him. I hope they play him. I hope it's not just he's a backup. I hope they stick him in there during games.
Yeah.
I
Like
could
that's
see
what.
him being like a third quarter, like addition, just kind of guy. Get your
Yeah.
starters to take a breather,
Yep.
and you got some decent backup wide receivers out there, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. The problem with getting rid of DJ though, I feel like, is even if you did get rid of DJ, you would be down a wide receiver though. I feel like that's. I know you say it's deep, but you really only you brought on I think six. So if you get rid of one of them, now you're only at five. And I just don't think you can afford to do that either. I think you have to give up the picks, not the player.
Yeah, but
Um,
if you're trying to run more of a get the ball out of your hands quicker offense, you don't need six wide receivers. You need that when these guys are route running to their extreme, and you need a few 3 seconds for them to get open, like big names. We don't have that. DJ's really not that guy either. He's good at catching the football, good at finding the football. However, he's not the greatest at just getting open. So if you try to eliminate that aspect of the offense and you go with these quick, kind of out of Caleb Williams' hand passes that showed have worked, you could have these kind of backup wide receivers, just filling in those. Like, hey, all you got to do is run this route. And Caleb will have to make the decision: is that linebacker there? Is that safety there, or is it not? And put the ball there.
yeah, and Poles also said that he was gonna. He said that they are ordering food tonight, and they would be in there looking at everybody that got waived. So they're looking at other people. So maybe that's where he finds the other wide receiver that he's looking for. So if he does decide to get rid of DJ, he's got a guy he can pick off of waivers to go as their sixth guy. It doesn't have to be top notch; just has to be someone that's there for depth. So,
Well, they need to find another fucking running back because this is it's just to go back to not have Wheeler. You now have two. You have two before the cuts. There's two active running backs. It was Montez Sweat and Brighton Brown. Brighton Brown got cut. Everybody else in the running back room is injured. Like, they have 2 weeks to get uninjured, but they are. That's
you
the
have
truth.
you have okay. So you have it's Swift, Monangai, and Roshan Johnson. Are
And
you?
Roshan Johnson. Both
Yeah,
of those two are injured.
yeah. Monangai and Johnson are both injured. I know, and so is Homer. So it's like, why would you why would you get a guy that's not injured? I don't
I don't
understand.
understand
And you
this.
know,
The
And
another
you
thing
only
I
have
don't,
three active on your depth chart. Go ahead,
one thing
Josh.
I don't understand is why does Ryan Poles always fall in love with Travis Homer? What is it about Travis Homer that's so good that they can never get rid of him? He always just
I think
hangs
I don't have a
around.
fucking clue.
I think it has to do with special teams. He just must be decent on special teams, but it's not
I
like I
mean, you're
see him
telling
making the
me
tackle
that.
every time.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Wheeler was a much better running back.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's my whole point. If
yeah.
you're telling me that Harvard's better than fucking Wheeler, I don't think so. I don't think so, dude.
No.
Yeah.
Who is fucking Travis? I don't even know who this guy is. Like
He's
he's
been here
always
for like
injured. He's
2 or 3
barely ever
years
on in
now.
plays.
Yeah, he's to me he's not that good. I don't
I
understand,
mean,
but
I think Wheeler's a better back. God, I do. I don't agree with it. He's cut, dude. I don't.
it was a terrible cut.
yeah,
It
Absolutely
was.
terrible.
It was.
yeah, yeah. Well,
100%.
hopefully no one does pick him up, but I'm with you guys on thinking that someone probably will.
Yeah.
I think he is
And not
a
to
damn solid
mention,
guy. So,
not to
uh,
mention, he's going to school to be a doctor, so he has a brain on his head. Like, dude, he's a complete package. You know, he knows exactly what he wants to do. So I don't know, dude.
I
yeah,
agree. Yeah.
yeah,
Just pisses me off.
It's
I'm
really
sorry.
unfortunate that you couldn't
It
give
just
him the
pisses me
fucking
off.
at least the roster spot. He was injured all last year. He went through an extensive recovery and showed
Just to
his
get
heart
waived.
this
Just to
preseason.
get waived.
Yeah, that's annoying. I don't know if that's from Ben or from Poles, but either way, that's just a really missed opportunity.
I feel
I mean,
like
you know what a good
dude,
cut was though? Tyler Scott.
yeah, it's about
well, yeah,
time. We'll see ya.
yeah. Well, that was needed because obviously you need that spot for Walker, and I think Walker's 10 times the receiver Scott is. Man, I saw this dude dodged a block on a screenplay, like he didn't even the dude got blown up. I mean, didn't
Your
even
breath is
try.
always being held when he's on special teams as a receiver. Like, is he going to catch it? Is he going to fumble? It's damn near 50-50 chance every time.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna move into though, man. I gotta lean into polls here a little bit, man. With the I got a question. Uh, the Ozzy Trapillo thing, man. And I know you got Ozzy and Turner, because you traded down, but I just don't understand why you didn't take a left tackle there, or even an edge there. I mean, you just didn't address what you needed. I mean, you got a right tackle, but primarily in right tackle, and maybe you thought like, oh, we can move him to left tackle. But I feel like when you pick that high, I don't think you should be trying to do a developmental let's try it thing. I think it should be guaranteed this is where this guy starts. You know what I mean? That high, you should be pushing to be your starter, if not be your starter. And now he's a backup, and I feel like that's just not how I think your high pick should be.
I'm
Like
not sure if the scouts got it wrong, or like you said, they were expecting to kind of move him around the offensive line because as we did kind of address some issues on the offensive line, we got guys that are older. Having a young, kind of versatile offensive lineman might actually help us in that long run. Yes, it should have been a left tackle battle. It ended up not turning into that. Maybe there's a reason for that.
yeah,
It could be a scouting problem. It could be a Trapillo problem. I don't know.
yeah,
Um, but only time will tell. He's young as fuck. So and he's decent at what he does.
I think that
Josh,
by not addressing the left tackle and taking the right tackle, he basically said, "Well, we're just gonna go with this position, even
like
though we got a glaring hole at left tackle, dude,
I don't know why
a
that's cutting
glaring
in now.
hole." And am I cutting it out? Is it good now?
just a little. You're good. Finish your thought.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that he
You have
should
a
have
what?
took the left tackle because now, dude, we don't have a left tackle.
Yes.
That's serviceable, and that's not good.
Yeah,
Now that's a major weakness versus a fucking strength. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be that way.
That was Ozzy Pillows' fucking clock to get on right now. And
Yeah,
start
time to
fucking doing
go. Yep, time to go.
something.
all right, all right, man. Well, yeah. So and maybe this is Poles' chance to really cement himself by going after Parsons, man. Maybe this is his shot to pull a pace move, where it's like he puts all his chips on the table and says, "This is what we're doing." Um, you know, uh, Hard to say if he'll do it or not, but um,
Yeah.
man, yeah, there's a lot of
Well,
stuff that needs to be worked out, man. I'm a little bit fearful with that game going the way it went. It didn't look good.
I mean, the
So
back-to-back 3-and-outs on the offense. There was nothing.
Nothing was
There was
moving.
nothing. Again, yeah, it was. Ben Johnson said he called it sloppy. I don't think sloppy. I think sloppy is like a very nice way of saying what happened. I thought it looked like bullshit.
It was
Like
garbage.
it
What it
didn't.
was.
It's sloppy. Garbage, raw ass garbage is what I
Yeah.
saw.
Hot
And Caleb
garbage
was
at
only supposed to
that.
play a couple of series, and now he's playing a goddamn half because he can't score. It's just, I don't know, man. I just go like we have to remember that no matter what, the Bears still suck until they prove us wrong. Otherwise, we could
Yep.
listen to this hype. We could talk about Ben Johnson. We could we literally sit here and praise every single little thing. They lost 10 games in a row last year. They suck. The Bears suck until they show us different.
hmm yeah, and that's why I really like the stuff that Ben Johnson's been doing. Though it's definitely different than any of the other coaches we've had. I mean, the guy is brutally honest. He calls out his players, even in the media will say that's just not it wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? Like, when's the last time you heard a coach say that? Like,
Right.
it's that
But
stuff is
then
different.
and then they go out on the football field and it's the same bullshit. So it's just like, do we have another media guy or like
Well,
I know
no,
play I know I'm exaggerating and players are saying different. Players have definitely proven that it's been completely different atmosphere this year. I 100% agree with that.
yeah,
But it all matters week 1 when that 15-minute clock starts counting down in that first quarter. That's when it all's gonna like you could talk your talk, you could walk your walk, you could do whatever you want. If we lose 10 games in a row next year, bro, this ain't just it was a get me over season for Ben Johnson, first year head coach. I don't want to hear that shit.
No, I don't think
you shouldn't be
Ryan
losing 10
Foles.
games. The team's too talented to lose 10 games.
Yeah, they're
We
monthly.
were
It's just
last year too.
well, you didn't have a head coach last year though, dude, or
Yeah,
OC
they
for
quit.
that fact.
They, they
True.
quit on Eagles. I mean, can we just call that for what it is? They quit. Dude. They mentally fucking shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I got a little
we'll
fun
see.
thing for you guys.
They got.
Let's do a little would you rather.
Okay.
I saw this today. A little would you rather. Would you rather have Caleb Williams with Matt Nagy as his head coach, or would you rather have Ben Johnson with Mitch Trubisky?
Ben Johnson with
Uh,
Mitch.
yeah, I
Why?
agree with Todd.
I think Ben Johnson's a better coach, and I think coaching matters. I think coaching is just about everything. I mean, coaches can make some of the mediocre quarterbacks be good QBs, and you saw that with Jared Goff. I mean, no one thought Jared Goff was a good QB. Look at you can even go with Sam Darnold up in Minnesota. He wasn't a good QB. Had a good coach. Had a good year. So
But now you have a good QB with the offensive coordinator for Kansas City. Like, we all talk shit that they were going to have a terrible fucking offensive year. They did not. And Matt Nagy's whole scheme back in the day was it's a 3-year process. I have this whole playbook schemed out. And of course, we ran through quarterbacks like it was going out of style. So he couldn't make that happen.
And I feel
mm,
like under Ben Johnson would fix that offensive line. However, Matt Nagy, he did nothing to fix that offensive line. That offensive line was terrible. And I know
That's a
for a
good
fact
point.
Ben Johnson would be like, you know what? No, this offensive line is like good enough
nah.
and it does get to get it better.
So you're both
Yeah.
agreeing that Mitch Trubisky would be a better quarterback than
Oh
Caleb
yeah.
Williams just because of head coaches.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm not gonna say that. I
That's
would
what
say
you're saying.
no. I'm saying that the team in its situation would be better based on the coaching itself. Not so much that Caleb would be a worse quarterback than Mitch. I would still think Caleb's a better QB, but coaching matters. So if like you got a shit head coach and he doesn't know how to scheme right, which we saw, and our last head coach had Caleb did shitty. So it's just a matter of context of how
Matt
the
Nagy, much better head coach than Matt Eberflus.
agreed. So that's what I'm saying. Even if you
Yeah.
put Caleb in the Nagy era, I would still think over Mitch. So if you put them both together, let's say it's Mitch or Caleb in Nagy's system, Caleb's doing better. That's what I'll say. You know what I mean? It's all based on context. Uh, yeah, but I would say yeah, Mitch would be better with Ben Johnson because I think Ben Johnson's a better coach than Nagy is. So just
And
We
I
don't
think
know.
we don't know
I
yet.
think
No, we
that
don't know yet. But he's more proven than Nagy was. Nagy only played called what through a couple games in the playoffs, or some shit like that. And then what did Eberflus call? Nothing. So let's be real here. This guy has 3 years of calling plays experience compared to the other guys we've had here as head coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes
and
a
I feel
difference.
like and I feel like Ben
Again,
Johnson has
offensive
more
coordinator.
upside. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead, Scott.
No, we say that one more time.
I feel like Ben Johnson has more upside.
Say that one more time.
I said I feel like Ben Johnson has more upside.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree. Yes.
Yeah.
And he played in Detroit under one of the strictest head coaches in the league.
Yeah.
Fine. But I don't know. I might throw a little bit to Matt Nagy there. I just might.
Oh, he's
He didn't
switching.
He
Okay.
didn't call plays a lot though, dude. And even going back, I mean, the only person that had play calling experience, I think, might have been John Fox. And then prior to him, you had Mark Trestman, who came from the Canadian League. I mean, like seriously, this
Didn't
has
Nagy
been
take over play calling?
yeah, but it was for a very small amount, dude. It wasn't a large sample size. It was like the end of the year or the playoffs. He did a little bit of play calling for Andy Reid. It wasn't
No, on the Bears.
what
Didn't he? He took over play calling for Chicago.
that was Matt Nagy.
Yes.
Matt Nagy was the play caller for us, yes, okay, but that was his first full year of doing it, is what I'm trying to tell you. This
Right,
guy,
okay.
Ben Johnson, has 3 years of prior experience to coming to
Right.
us. All these other head coaches had no experience calling plays, except for maybe John Fox. That's the only coach that's probably had play calling experience, dude.
Yeah,
And
yeah, you're
that's horrible. That is horrible.
right. Oh, it's
So,
disgusting.
and
Yeah, wow.
that's why I trust the process of Ben Johnson than I do more than these other people that we've had because he's actually done it. It's proven. He's got an offense that actually works. Now
Maybe
that's
not
what.
our offense.
Well, I was gonna say. Well, that's you had Detroit, so there's a difference there, So we have to just kind of see where this goes. But it's shown that it can work. It's just making it work.
We have a lot of players lined up on our offense that were almost lined up to his offense last year. When it comes to Loveland as a tight end, when it comes to the wide receiver core, he could do a lot of things that he did in Detroit with their really quick offense. We kind of match that when it comes to speed and capability. Honestly, it's going to be up to the O line, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Yep.
like we're very built the same way.
All right, so that's the
Detroit is.
Kansas City kind of game breakdown there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything on Cup Day? You guys
Yeah,
know
well-
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got married?
I see. I didn't read what the article was on that. I thought it was just an engagement. I didn't know.
Well, they got engaged.
got
That's what
engaged.
They got
Okay.
engaged. That's all we got to talk about. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all I care about. That's it. I don't
Okay.
give a about that at all.
All right, we can move on from that, man. Yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a year, man. To find out a lot of stuff, man. With Caleb and if Ben Johnson can wheel this team to more wins, we shall see. I am.
So- Let's real quick then. Let's do our this preseason's over with. Let's give our predictions, win loss on the season. we were all very low. I think I was 7 wins. Josh was 6. Me and Todd, I think we're both 7. Was that it, or were we 8?
I
And
was at
Josh
8. I was at
and
Yeah,
we were
8
9.
wins.
No, what? It
yeah.
was low.
No,
So Todd,
mine. Okay, man, going with what I'm seeing now, with no other moves, with the way it's just sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably just middle of the pack. I'm saying 8, 9, right there. And I know that sounds kind of like, well, you're just kind of in the middle, but that's just truly how I feel that it could go. I think just another thought. I think you could split with all of the division. You could get a game from the Packers, the Vikings, and the Lions. I think you could. Those are winnable games. So
yeah,
I think you can win at least one of those games. So that's 3 right there. And
yeah.
then you got uh, you know, what do you need? 5 more wins? You could squeeze those out with teams that are lesser teams. So yeah, I'll say 8. I feel like that's very comfortable.
8 and 9, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 8 as well, dude. Only reason why I say 8, I would say 9 or
I
10,
think
but
his mic died.
I'm not. Can you guys hear me?
I can't hear him at all.
Me neither.
Can you?
Say it
Can
again.
you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
It's cutting in and out, bro. I don't know if you can still hear us, but it's cutting it out.
Yeah, I can hear you
So
guys
while he figures
fine.
that out real quick, I think I'm gonna go after what we saw. I'm actually gonna go 10 and 7. It's a lot higher than I did at the start of preseason. I am one of the most pessimistic people that do come around to win loss with this team. I think we can squeeze out 10 just due to the factor that these guys want to win football games.
Yeah, I can agree with that, man. That's why I'm going a little lower just based on the fact that their pass rush is pretty poor, man. So, and the left tackle kind of worries me, but Ben Johnson to I would expect Ben Johnson to scheme up that, and I would hope that you know he can catch that like way sooner than than the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, my left tackle just keeps getting beat all game long, and then now finally the fourth quarter I start to chip. I hope that after the first quarter you would be like, dude, we've gone 3 drives and this guy's just not able to hold up. We have to chip. So hopefully he just sees that faster than other
Yes.
coaches have. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Well,
hopefully.
he'll be able to scheme now against different teams and not just have a
Mhm.
set,
Of
like,
yeah, plain Jane plays. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to go a lot better than what it has gone, and I think he's a better coach. So I would imagine he would be able to see the weakness before it became a very big problem throughout the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I could see 10. That's where I'm at. I would say 8 to 10. That sounds very reasonable. I don't see why you couldn't. It could probably even be more than that, to be very honest with you. It just depends on how this all works out. But I'd like to go on the lower end just because of the Bears. You kind of fucking you can't trust them. You gotta, you know what I mean?
no. It's every Chicago team, man. We live in this blender of hell.
Yeah. So I'll go a little low, and hopefully they go past my expectations. So yeah, I'll say 8. You're at 10. I don't know what's going on with Josh at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get him back here, but we pretty much next week we're gonna have to cover some scheming against Minnesota. Talk about that. Talk about their key players and our matchups against them. We'll see how those injuries really subside too. If we start hearing reports, we have so many people injured right now. It's absolutely scary. Um, yeah, I mean, preseason's done. You saw what you saw. Now this is it. Every single step from here on out matters.
Yeah. We got 2 weeks, and this is it, man. You jumping right into the fire, and we will see how that all unfolds. I'm not sure if since he's gone, if you want to just kind of touch on, we were gonna do hit sticks, but he's not here, and game balls. So I mean, if you want to just throw out a couple, and then we'll get out of here. Just kind of like we don't have to, do them all, but just notable like people that obviously didn't do well. You know, I was gonna
You want to
say.
start?
Uh, sure, man. I'm gonna go with the left tackle. Braxton Jones didn't do it for me, so that's gonna be my hit stick. Um, yeah, he needs to step it up, man. I don't know if his injury is causing him to you know, not be on par, but it wasn't good. It wasn't a good showing against starters. So
Yeah. My hit stick is the NFL. Go fuck yourselves. Like, that's all I gotta
Can you
say.
guys
plain and
hear
I
me?
read
simple.
it earlier. I don't want my hair to go any grayer about them. I fucking hate the NFL. I hate Roger Goodell. Go fuck yourself. But I will
All
watch you every week. I love
right. All right.
you.
Josh's, I believe, was going to be the defense. The secondary was just getting burned, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah,
And
Josh
then,
had the secondary just getting their ass raped out there.
Can
Like,
you guys hear
oh,
me?
like just they couldn't keep up to anybody. It was just really unfortunate to watch them just get burned play after play after play after play. So,
I'm going to throw in one more tiny one in there that I'm just that needs to be addressed too. Is like I'm getting a little tired of the field goals getting blocked. That's annoying, especially if you need points in the clutch game and your guys can't block for you and you're going to get a field goal blocked on you. That's a problem.
and
So
Santos had a good preseason too, and it just again it comes down to the blocking for this fucking team.
yeah, yeah,
Like, are you gonna go out there and fucking block somebody?
yeah.
Like that's
So that'll be that. Game balls. Josh is going to say Tyson Bagent, and obviously
which
that's an
is
obvious.
deserved.
That's totally deserved. It's obvious.
Yeah.
So I'll give you his, and then um, mine was going to be. I think you go ahead and go with yours, and I'll see what I got over here.
Yeah, my game ball was J-Day. How do you say it? It's Walker, the wide receiver, J-Day
Yeah,
Walker or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he undrafted free agent, and he made the team. Good for you, man. Game ball goes to
yeah,
you.
yeah. I couldn't agree more with that one either. That one's an excellent one, man. Uh, yeah, I'm so glad he's on the team. So,
Yeah,
oh, Josh trying to come back. Oh, he's out. All right. Well,
we're just
mine.
finishing up anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna finish it up. Mine's gonna be Ben Johnson for everything as far as keeping Caleb in there, making sure even if it's against even if it's against backups, getting him a touchdown, getting him feeling good going into the season instead of being like, okay, I got to field goal, I'm out of there. I felt like he needed that touchdown to get his confidence up. Even if it's against backups, don't really give a shit about that. What I care about is him just getting in the end zone. You know what I mean? And then there you go. You're out. Rome's out. And then as far as like the end of the game goes, going with Tyson and saying, you know what, we're going for this win. And actually really get the plays in to execute. And good for Tyson for just tearing it up and actually, doing a 2-minute drill and getting down there and man,
Looked like a starter.
putting it on him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it to Ben for that. Hey, how's it going, Josh? You okay? We kind
Can't
of read
hear.
off your.
Sounds good. I don't know if you guys can hear me or
Yeah, we
not.
got you
We
now. We
got you.
got you
Yeah,
now.
we read
Alright.
off your hit sticks and everything, though, buddy. So we're basically just gonna get out of here because you kind of something happened, so we decided to just read
Yeah,
off the hit
we,
sticks and
we
the
did
game
your hit
ball.
sticks for you, and you did a
Alright,
great
yeah.
job picking them. So
Yeah, yeah.
for
So
sure.
we're gonna get out of here
Next
though.
week,
Go ahead.
next week we'll talk about Minnesota.
Yep,
Moving forward, and we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks, everybody.
yep. 2 weeks.
This is it.
Uh, and so everyone, if you could like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment if you want to talk about something for next week or something. But we greatly appreciate it. Thanks again. This has been the Hit Stick, and we'll see you guys later.
Let's
See you
do this.
guys.